Ninja ain't got nobody. Yeah. And my partner got 4 bodies. Yeah. And my bro got low mileage. Yeah. Ride around with a Trump.
AFC South that nobody is scared of because none of the teams really compete in that division. Indianapolis Colts won a division last year. They swept the division for the second year in a row. Probably be much of the same this year. The Texans might get a game from them, but they'll probably go 5-1. And the Colts lost in the AFC Championship, and their defense was the Achilles heel for that team last year. They did a little to improve, but surprisingly, they did a lot to improve the offense, which, I mean, besides the running game, it wasn't a bad offense. They brung in, they drafted, Philip Dorsett in the first round with a receiver, which surprised a lot of people. A lot of people thought, including me, thought they should have went defense. They brung in Frank Gore to help their running game, and he's going to help a lot. Boom Haran, they get Vic Ballard back, who hasn't played in about 2 years. And they also brought in Andre Johnson from the Texans as another receiver. So they just have receivers everywhere. They brought in Duran Carter, who's Chris Carter's son. So between, Andre Johnson, T.Y. Hilton, of course, Philip Dorsett, you got Dante Moncrief, Duran Carter. They just have a ton of receivers. As far as the defense, they brought in Trent Cole to help out to defend the run. I think he was a great pickup for him. They get Robert Mathis back. Monte Davis is a very underrated cornerback, and he doesn't give up touchdowns. But I think their defense they didn't do enough, I think, to improve the defense. Their record last year was 11-5. It'll probably be the same this year. They can improve in games. I think 12-4 at best, but I think once the playoff come, I think nobody's going to want to play them, and they might get a few home games in the playoffs this year. The road to the Super Bowl might go through Indy this year, but we'll see. But they're definitely walking away with this division.
Yeah, when you got the Titans who had 2 wins last year, you have pretty much if you accumulate the wins from that, the rest of the teams is almost as many as the losses that the Colts have. So they're, like you said, they're going to run away with that division. It's like pointless to even. You do have the Texans there with their strong defense that they have, but that's all they have, and they're they'll be 11-5, 12, maybe like you said, 12-4. It's possible. Will it go through Indy? Well, maybe. Will they get past their little jinx of not getting anywhere further than what they have been? There's no, Andrew Luck hasn't been so lucky. Who knows? Maybe they'll check all the balls to make sure they're all inflated before they play in the next, big game.
That wasn't going to help them.
Who knows? But like you said, that division is theirs. No one in that division is going to take it from them. And it would, yeah, that's about it. So I have to say about that.
And it would be nice to see how they do against the other good teams. Because if you look at their 5 losses, they didn't do good against the other top teams. They lost to the Steelers, they lost to the Patriots, the Broncos, Cowboys. They didn't do good against other number 1. So it'll be interesting to see how they do in those games.
Yeah. I guess because they get so comfortable beating up on all the other teams that when it's time to play real teams, it's kind of tough for them. But
the irony of playing in the South, but it's there for the taking.
Right.
The Houston Texans, they were above 500 last year, but they just couldn't get into the playoffs. So what do you think they want to do?
Not get into the playoffs this year. Their defense is, as far as looking at it on paper, it's amazing. But In this league nowadays, defense does not win championships anymore. Clearly. Actually deflating balls and spying on people and all that other stuff wins Super Bowls. But that's another story. I mean, like, overall, they've been just that defensive team. Their quarterback issues and, like, they lost Andre Johnson and they're up in the air with me right now. At least they have their defense, and you have J.J. Watt out there who's going to murder it out on the field and everything. But offensively, kind of on the fence about them. They have that carousel of quarterbacks going through there. Like, you blink for 1 second, is a new starting quarterback for them. Like, you don't know. Like, they're either injured or they just swapping them out because they're not fitting in with the system that they want to play at the moment. But we'll see this year. They're not going to be. They're 9-7. They're going to be like on a slow decline. I'm going to give them I've reversed it. They'll be 7-9 this year.
The Texans, the thing with them is like every offensive skill position has a question mark. And even the running back, because who knows when Arian Foster is actually going to play. I mean, he hurt his groin. He was looking like he was going to start the season fine, but that's not the case. Of course, the quarterback is Brian Hoyer, and he won 7 games last year. But I mean, with limited receivers, I mean, they got DeAndre Hopkins, who they're high on. Otherwise, they wouldn't have let Andre Johnson go. It's just a lot of. Can he be the number one? Can he be a number one receiver? Like, you have to be proven by him. So this is his big test year to see. So that, like I said, it's just question marks everywhere except their front seven. I mean, their defense, the defensive 11 in the whole. I mean, they brought in Vince Wilfork, who's going to help that line tremendously. Not that they needed it. Then they get Jadeveon Clowney, who they said is finally going to be able to start. He's finally going to play in a game, which he had a disaster of a rookie year. And then you got that freak of nature, J.J. Watt, who, I mean, sometimes he can play any position. They put him in at tight end. Whatever.
Maybe he should be their quarterback.
He probably could. I mean, they got him catching one-handed passes on Hard Knocks. I mean, he's a freak, and I'm so sad that he's in division with my team, but got to deal with it.
I'm so sad that he plays for that team. He should be somewhere else.
In Texas, somewhere else in Texas.
Yeah, somewhere else in Texas.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to be worse. I think 9-7 is probably about where they end up again. It's just, and they were a defensive team last year, and they did so much to improve the defense again this year. Like, that is weird because I think they should have did more for the offense, but at the same time, that's scary to think that already pretty dominant defense got better. So I think they'll be about the same 9-7. They might actually beat us, the Colts, for the first time in about 2 years, maybe once.
We'll see.
See.
I think they're going to lose 2 more than what
she's laughing already. We were just talking about the Jaguars and the Titans when it's like they're the same team. The Jacksonville Titans, no. The Jacksonville Jaguars, they won, 3 games last year. They were the last team to win a game, but I can say at the end of the year, they played some very good football, and they played some tough games. The thing with them is, I don't even know where to start.
The thing with them is that they don't win games.
Yeah, Blake Bortles is their quarterback. I don't know.
They play in Jacksonville. That's a fact.
That's not a bad. They're still like the expansion Jaguars. Like, are they even made it out of the basement? I mean, yeah, they made the playoffs, but they're like the expansion Jaguars. And it's sad to say that I'm not even gonna laugh because this is not funny. their first round pick, Dante Fowler Jr., got hurt like the first snap of training camp, which is like unfortunate because I mean he's their number one pick. They threw all their marbles into this guy, and he's not even gonna play. But I mean, hopefully he'll be back for them next year. But they don't have anything. Like they brought in Julius Thomas as a tight end, but
he was just there for the money.
yeah, we know that. But like Blake Bortles, that's all you're pretty much going to see. He's going to get 90 targets a game. It's going to be the Blake Bortles and Julius Thomas show. They drafted T.J. Yeldon in the second round, which I mean, he's a pretty good running back. Other than that, it's just like, and they're in the AFC South, so I mean that should help them get a couple wins. Like they might beat the Titans. Maybe they'll split with the Texans.
Be one of those teams that, like, you know, when a team needs like that one win to kind of sneak into, like, just to get into the playoffs, and they'll be like that. Ha ha! Not today. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, like what the Redskins did with the Eagles last year. I can see that happening, but record wise, they won 3 last year.
Drumroll says.
They're going to climb all the way to 4 wins this year. But it'll show that they're in the right direction.
One more, that's all you needed.
If the Jaguars come out and win like 8 games, I'm going for.
I'm gonna probably jump headfirst out of the 3rd floor window at the Nordstrom Rack.
I don't see it though. I know everybody's equal in September.
Not the AFC, no. Like, just the AFC in general, no. Like, no, it's not going to happen. They will win 4. Hey, it hurts to say 4. I can't even say 4.
I give them 4.
4.
If they're the team from the second half of last year, then definitely 4 is a definite.
Maybe even a 5.
Yeah, if that team from the second half, I think 4 should be a definite for them.
But I don't know how many games you can win with like 4 players that you can actually pinpoint as being somebody. Maybe they can get the crowd involved or have like the water boy participate. Who knows? Chris Collinsworth is available. Ask him to play. I hate hearing his goddamn voice on my TV anyway.
No, not Chris.
Go out there. Catch some passes,
Go bring Byron Leftwich back.
Yeah, I'm about to say, oh, didn't he die? And I was like, no, that's the quarterback from the Titans that got killed. Don't mind me.
4.
4.
Bro, man.
4.
The Tennessee Titans, who were at the bottom of the South. So, what do you think they're going to do this year?
They'd probably be 1 above the Jags this year. Maybe. What can you say about the Titans? They drafted Mariota, and that's it. That's it's like I'm literally like trying. It's hard to see that a team that was once a team that really competed in that division just like plummet. It's like the Black Friday of the stock market with the Titans. And I guess they'll just be going through like a rebuilding thing through this season into the next. They had 2 wins last season. Maybe they could possibly double it with 4. And that's like a real tough maybe, being as though every other team has just gotten so much better than they are. They're like the little giants compared to the rest of the league right now. Well, actually, I see them better than the Jags, though. So.
True. I can say that. The Titans, I think the Titans are definitely better than the Jaguars.
They probably get 5 wins.
At least they have a quarterback.
True.
And a lot of people are still unsure about Mariota. I like him, and he's played good this preseason. So I mean, I don't see him playing bad. I think he'll probably, if he stays healthy, of course, I think he'll start the whole season. They didn't have a lot around him. They drafted Green Beckham in the second round to give him a receiving target, which I mean he has none pretty much. I think they got like Kendall Hunter is their other receiver. Defensive wise, they were more of a defensive team. They actually started off the season as a very good pass defense, and I don't know what happened. It's like it fell apart. As far as defense, they brought in Brian Arakpo from the Redskins. He's getting up there in age, but he can still contribute and do some good things for them. They brought in Parrish Cox to help with their secondary. And I think he's going to be a great help. So, like, I definitely think they're better than the Jaguars. So, I'm going to give them 5 wins.
I agree.
With 6 in reach. That might be a reach. 6 might be a reach. 5. I definitely think. But I'm anxious to see what Mariota is going to do. I think he plays against Jameis Winston like the first week of the season.
No,
that'd be dope.
Yeah, I think he's better than Jameis Winston.
No.
I don't know. I just don't like that guy. I'm biased.
So who do you think is going to get the Rookie of the Year? Offensive Rookie of the Year?
I think it's going to be somebody not one of the. I don't think it's going to be one of the top names. It's going to be like a weird wide receiver or some shit.
Amari Cooper, maybe.
Probably. I mean, like if Mariota can get them past 5 wins, then it'll be him. Other than that, I don't know.
I have Mariota passing for 2,500 yards, running for 350, 400. Touchdown interceptions will probably be like 18 to 10 or 12 or something. That's not bad. But we know they not making the playoffs and they ain't winning that division.
Playoffs? I just want to win a game.
Talk about playoffs? Philip. All right, that's it. But yeah, 5 wins for the Titans, and it'll be.
If not, then it'll be like that movie. Remember the Titans. I do.
Nobody's gonna remember the Titans after this year.
They're gonna get buried. They should start breaking all these teams down to 3 per 3 per division. Like, we're tired of you losing. Just click.
Somebody beat up one. But I think the staple of the team is gonna be their defense because they don't have anybody to score points for them. So, we'll see.
Maybe special teams. Hey, woo.
Cause you ain't got nobody, yeah. And my partner got 4 bodies, yeah. And my bro got low mileage, yeah. Ride around with a